Yo, salute Knicks Nation, salute, man. It's good to see y'all, man. Pardon the fro, just growing it out. This should be taken care of by next game, man. Salute. How y'all feeling today, man? Welcome to the Knicks after party. I got my red cup, but I ain't got nothing in it. But welcome to the Knicks after party, man. We healthy today. I should drink to this loss, but I'm not. I'm gonna play it cool. You know what I mean? I'm gonna relax, rock out. You know. Mm. Pardon. Salute. Again, welcome to the next after party. When you get a chance, hit the like, subscribe, whatever you prefer. If you ain't subscribed and like by now, I know it's early. Ain't got nobody. Well, I got some people in, but it don't matter. I rock out whenever, regardless. You know, I just want to know how y'all feel about that loss. I know how I feel about it. I don't think I have any emotions towards it. You know, I was happy to see guys get run. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I just want to see certain guys get run. Maybe that makes me happy. Maybe it's a moral victory. You know, maybe it's things of that nature. I gotta start getting like Freezy, man. Freezy be he be rocking on here, man. When he comes on in the morning. Salute my man DSJ. Salute. First comment of the night. Had to see somebody. That's motivational. I ain't chopped it with you in a minute, Delano. I'm gonna hit you soon, man. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, I gotta get like Freezy, man. When Freezy be up in the morning, I'll be watching Freezy on my way to school, man. I'll be on the bus. I'll be getting up just watching Freezy, man. Freezy he get everybody riled up in the morning, man. He gets everybody. People don't drink coffee. They drink their coffee when they listen to Freezy, but they definitely get their Red Bulls out. They get their Red Bulls out and they get angry. Freezy got a lot to say, man. Freezy he throws the hand grenade out there, and shout out to my man Uncle Freezy, and shout out to all my other guys around Knicks Nation, man. All my other guys that be rocking, man. Y'all keep me. It's therapy, man. Talking about the Knicks. We all here together. We feel them losses, We feel them losses together. So it's only right. We need each other. We may have different opinions, but we all want to see this. We all have the same was it same mutual goal. Oh, pardon me. Cully, I'm back in the studio. Yeah. I'm with the collab, bro. I've been I was telling my little bro Machiavelli Wealthy. I've been losing motivation for it. Yeah, I've been losing motivation for it. But I'm gonna always do the music. I just been losing my drive, but it's all good. Oh, pardon. When it's Knicks at night, man, you get tired. Pardon me, but I've been losing my drive, man. But it's all good. Cully gonna get back in the studio, man. Get stuff rocking. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing. Don't nothing stop Cully, man. It takes a lot. It takes an army to stop Cully. What am I looking at here? Mommy, I need to take a sip of this water, man. Pardon me, my bad, man. Yeah, DSJ just hit me about that collab. There's a lot of guys in the Knicks Nation family that do music, man. That I gotta what I say? I gotta catch up with. I gotta build with. You know, talented guys. We got our producers. We got our artists. You know what I'm saying? And we all should probably all should make a collab. But yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. I ain't stressing. I just want to know how everybody feels about the loss tonight. What's everyone's views on the direction of the team? Does anyone have an idea anyone have an idea of the direction? Anybody know? You know, what does anybody think? Salute my man G Money. Salute my guy. I ain't seen you in a while. I saw you on the other show the other day. Kaiser Souls 718. Salute. Salute my guys. Thank you for tuning in. Ice Tray and Bogey tortured the Knicks fan. Yeah, man. Ice Tray had a smooth, 45, 43. I'm looking at the highlights now. I just can't believe it, man. It's just that man comes to the Garden and he walks around too comfortably. Too comfortably. Man doesn't get touched, nothing. Doesn't get put on his behind, nothing, man. I've been looking at Kennedy Chandler, the draft. Yeah, Kennedy Chandler. Yeah, I need something. I like Kennedy Chandler. There's no point in watching the next thing in because I know we aren't making it. Oh, yeah. We ain't making the play in. I would love to see the youngins run, but I don't even know if I care about that right now. This team kind of just I don't know. This team it kind of just utterly disgusted me this year. Like I ain't care to see it. I ain't care to see it, man. And DSJ, I don't know my views on a point guard in the draft. I would want one. I guess we could use one for the future, but depending on where we end up. But I think we what's the name? I think we need to see what we have in McBride. But that's just me. I don't want to look for one and then we have a glut. We have Derrick Rose and we have IQ. I don't know if they're trading Derrick Rose, but Kimba may be gone, but that gives a glut. I hate to see guys get wasted. I just don't like that. Maybe for other teams, I know guys get wasted around the NBA all the time, but I just hate for the Knicks to do it. It haunts us the most. We seem to miss out on gems the most. I'm just tired of it. I do like Jaden Ivey though, Kennedy Chandler. I like the forwards. I like a lot of guys in the draft, but I don't know. I'm utterly disgusted with this Knicks team, man. Any wins I see is just fool's gold to me. It's fool's gold to me. I don't really care for it. Everything's out of reach. Capella did shut down Mitch, man. That's another one that ran his mouth last year in the playoffs, and I can't get mad at these teams when they shut us down. I can't get mad. We just have to be better. We have to be better as a team. Front office has to make better moves. This game showed to me we would have lost to the Hawks anyway, even if Mitch played. Well, yeah, that's what I hate. I hate to think like that we would have lost even if Mitch played. We probably would have. We just needed more talent. And the Hawks had they got their guys back at the right time. Everything just perfect timing. Hawks make the plan. What are they 10th? Hawks are 10th at what? Is it 32 and 32? Some record like that they have. So they in the playoff. We needed Jaden Ivey. We need Jaden. We need to make a trade up. Yeah, I don't even want to think about a trade. We have to trade up, but I don't even want to think about it, man. Because the Knicks, I don't even know if I can count on them to pull a lot of things off. There's guys that this happens every time. There's guys that we should probably go after at a trade deadline. And then when we finally do get the guy, we may not get the guy that year when we need him. We may get the guy probably 3 or 4 years later in free agency when we could have had him, years ahead. We just couldn't get deals done, and the guy's older. He's probably washed by then. This team just drives me up a hill, man. It drives me up a wall. I just can't. I think McBride is solid, but I don't know if he's a starter. I feel more comfortable with Chandler at the point he can get down here into the lane. McBride is still. Yeah, McBride doesn't have that first step, and that's the thing with guards. That's what makes. That's not just guards. Most elite athletic players. It's just that first step gets you into the paint, gets you blow by people, makes you deadly. And that's what makes, especially for guards, it makes their draft stock just go up, crazy when they have that elite first step. He doesn't have it. He has other elements of his game that make up though. He's not a dumb player. He ran a point in college, and he got that mid-range pull up. The mid-range is a very well needed move in the NBA. Like Jamal Crawford said, it keeps you honest. It's like a jab in boxing. It just keeps you honest. And a lot of good championship teams won with guys that can hit the mid-ranges. Chris Middleton, Devin Booker. Suns didn't win, but, certain teams, Kobe, certain guys that have that mid-range game, it's just deadly. It helps. But, only positive is that the Rat Pack plays hard. Yeah. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, yo. These are my tired hours. Pardon me. Don't let it get contagious, man. Don't yawn because I yawn. I get called a negative Knicks fan, but I have to be realistic. I didn't think we would be 30-42, but I knew we wouldn't be as good. I don't know. I thought we would be as good. I'm like disappointed, but it is what it is. Like we've lost before, so it's not like it's something extremely new to us Knicks fans. Like, oh, we didn't lose like this before. It's nothing. It's not like it's new. You know what I mean? It's not like it's the first time in 10 years we lost. I mean, last year was the first time in 8 years we've been to the playoffs. So, losing is just very common with this team. But for me, it's the way we lose. It's like we got to make there's got to be some type of light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes I don't see it with this team. I see that it's too far ahead. Sometimes. Get these comments. Not everyone got that though. Yeah, not everyone got that. I don't watch Knicks games. More of my friends watch to say. Yeah, and I got a friend in Chicago. He can't stand Tibbs. He says that all the time. He says, man, y'all lucky Tibbs is out of there. What are your NBA Finals predictions? Suns versus Heat. Yeah, I see the Heat. And if I keep telling my boy that, I see the Heat, and I see the Heat going into the finals. He did pretty physical. He keeps saying, "Oh, they ain't getting past the Bucks." I'm like, the Bucks lost a key player in PJ Tucker. Like, you forget that. All that. The Bucks they have a special player in Giannis who's special, but it doesn't matter in no playoffs. Like, it's gonna be tougher for him this year than it was last year. Not saying last year was a fluke. It wasn't a fluke, but it's gonna be tougher. You got to watch Brooklyn too, man. KD could be a problem in the playoffs too. It all depends on matchups and who runs into who. I kind of can't wait for playoffs on the East Coast. West Coast is gonna be good too. Can't wait to hit that FanDuel. FanDuel gonna be popping in playoff start. I don't watch this game with my friends. At the end of the day, we probably should have tanked them and playing. Only thing is, like, I agree when people say they don't like the word tanking. I don't either. However, I know what you mean by tanking, Kaiser. Just play the youngins. You play the youngins, you're gonna lose anyway, more than likely, because they don't got no chemistry together. But they play harder, so that's what keeps them in games. It's just more exciting to watch. It's kind of like watching a college game for your favorite team. Like, guys are actually gonna run. Veterans are stuck in their ways. They're not running because they figure, oh, we're not. Veterans, they're like, I'm not playing hard. Playing hard for what? We need to blow this all the way up. Yeah, I can agree. I say keep the youngins though, but I could agree. Warriors lost to the Magic. Yes, Curry will be back, but he won't be 100. Guys like Poole, Wiseman, Toscano, Wiggins come here and it's have little to know. Yeah, but I don't know. Curry, I mean, them guys, they'll hold it down. Freezy, what it do? Those guys will hold it down, and those guys will hold it down in the playoffs. A guy like Curry, if Clay can stay healthy, he can hold it down. Draymond, those are good guys to have. Those are good war soldiers to have. I mean, Warriors know how to win, but I know what you mean, though. We're going to miss the plan and not get that top pick we need. And I can agree with that, yeah, Kaiser. So that right there sucks. I really want to see what pick we're getting. I got a feeling that it's going to be the late lotto, like 13th, 14th. That's what I have. I have a feeling that's the pick we're getting. Some people say 9, some say 7. I feel like we're going to get the 13th, 14th, or right outside the lotto. It's just the Knicks' luck to never get that gold. And then when we get a pick, nobody likes him, and they say, "Oh, trade another team. They're gonna suck anyway." There's a lot of guys that are good, man, that we just get rid of for nothing. For guys, we get rid of young guys that could be here long term and be part of something. For guys that'll probably be here for 2 years, and they're gone. I just hate seeing that as a Knicks fan too, man. It's depressing, man. Kaisers, we only need 2 games after 7th spot. We are the Knicks. We are who's 2 games after 7th spot? You mean for the lotto? If that's what you mean? My fault. I read that wrong. I'm thinking wrong. My bad. Clay and Dre ain't on 100. Yeah, they're not 100 right now. The problem I have with teams is that it's a good season and then regression. Yeah, exactly. 2013, we went to the playoffs. After that, we ain't seen them again. We fought kind of like where we are now in the 2013, 2014 season. The guys, they was racing to AFC, the Knicks, and they lost. After that, trash. I don't want that to be us. Because the next season, 2014, 2015, they broke the record not the record, but they had the worst record in franchise history. 17 games? Or was it less than that? Nah. With Melo on the team, you lose 17 games? Nah. And people hate Melo for that? Like, come on. You got the man Langston Galloway, Lance Thomas. You traded Shump and JR to the Cavs. Get the fuck out of here. Come on. It's always that regression. We need long term, Tibbs is good, but it's clueless sometimes. Took out Obi when he was dumb. Yeah, Taj, the play that happened to Taj, where he got crossed up by the play that happened to Taj, where he got crossed up by Trey, that sums up our season. And it just that was like a that was like a statement to Tibbs, like, yo, this old man shouldn't be out here. Like it's late. It's late. Go inside, old man. You know what I mean? That's what that was about. That was Trey Young for you. It's late, old man. Just go get in the house. Go sit on the couch. Go watch some movies. Get out of here. Like, why are you out here? You know what I mean? That's what that was. Guy had a quiet 43. I don't want Trey to be linked to us every time. I would hate for that to happen. If that happens, where Trey owns the Knicks for years, like he can't be a Michael Jordan to us. Come on, you can't get somebody to cook him to lock him up. Then your team just sucks. Tanking, it doesn't guarantee success. No, it doesn't. We're not guaranteed to pick, man. Let me know something, Blorange. Do you still think Tibbs is an elite coach? Said he was. He was an elite coach, man. You know, I'm not going to take credit from him, but he had D Rose. He had D Rose. He has a good winning record. I get it. You've established a winning culture, but the league adapts. Meaning the league adapts to you too. It doesn't just adapt. It adapts to everybody. They look around. Teams who looked around at Chicago, you know, and that's how they ended up better than Chicago. You know? But hey, D Rose, the league couldn't figure him out. He was just couldn't zone him. He's too fast for the zone. You know, we definitely couldn't man to man him. Right? Yeah, they had shooters for the zone. Bulls team was tough. Is that what Tibbs mean by the horses? Get him some. I mean, because the thing is with that, all these guys are they're these teams are not letting them go, and if they do, you're gonna have to really. It's like calling a girlfriend and begging her to go on a date with you. That's how the Knicks have to be to get players from other teams. Like, you just got to keep making offers. Teams are just not interested, you know? They're not interested in the Knicks offers. You know, they're telling us they're good. It's like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm not interested, man. You know, because all we do is we help. With this franchise, I fear that we'll make another team better by trading to another team. You know? I feel like Tibbs wants Jimmy Butler. He likes his horses, quote unquote. He may want a Jimmy Butler over here, you know. And I like Jimmy Butler a lot, but like when they traded for him? What year was that? 2017 when they traded Zach LaVine. I would hope we don't do that again. When the man that happened, that was 2017. That was 5 years ago. He's 5 years older and above 30. I would hope we don't trade a pick for Jimmy Butler. And I would hope that Miami hangs the phone up on us for doing that. I'm sure they like him. But then again, at the same time, maybe if the Heat lose, maybe Jimmy Butler will want out. But I doubt it. I think he likes guys. I think a guy like him likes stability. He's a guy that wants everybody on the same page. He wants to win, so he's a tough guy. Let's be honest. Chicago had a defensive core. Tom Thibodeau being a quote-unquote defensive-minded coach with the Bulls was perfect. It was at the time. It was. But, hey, Rose broke down, and that was it. You know? And I will say, I give Tibbs his props. You know, he was able to have Nate Robinson carry the Bulls. You know, I was happy for Nate Robinson. You know, DJ Augustine carried the Bulls the following year. You know, I was happy for that. And then D Rose finally comes back. You know, happy for D Rose. He finally came back, and he was in and out of the league, but he was able to, you know, he started to change his game, playing more below the rim. Well, actually completely below the rim. So I'm more so happy for him than the Bulls. But yeah, it worked. Joakim Noah, certain guys, certain personnel. You don't get those guys. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not easy to get those guys, but I don't know. I feel like the market is just guys don't want to come in. So now you have to pry them from other teams to get them in. I don't think guys want to come in. You know, I think they see what goes on. You know, they see certain things, man. You know, and when I guess with Julius acting how he acts, they may just not want to play with him. They may be laughing at him. I'm not coming at Julius, but I'm sure news word gets around the league. If you know, some guys probably see it and probably like laughing, like, I ain't never going to New York. I ain't playing with him, or you know, things like that, man. Things like that. Let me ask y'all think he really had an injury? Or was it, you know, the team had to discipline him for a game or two? You know? Let me ask y'all too. Who y'all want free agency? Don't say Zach LaVine and Bradley Beal, please. Even though I would love those guys here, but come on, we got a shooting guard already. Because that's what we have to stop doing. Stop dissing our players. We have a shooting guard already. So, hey, Tibbs even pulls that garbage. Don't even pull that. Don't even tell RJ, oh, I'm sorry, RJ. You're like a son to me, but I love my other son. Don't even do that. Try to trade RJ for Jimmy Butler. Don't let the Heat swindle us to do that. Don't even let them. I don't even think Heat won Jimmy Butler. I mean, I don't even think the Heat won RJ. So I don't know. You know, but who knows, man? Let's just. What is the future of this team really? Where do we stand? Where does this team stand right now? You know, Leon Rose needs to do some interviews. He's another one that he can't sit at these games peacefully. He can't sit at these games peacefully and with his mask on, like he didn't construct this team. Like he didn't play help the hand and have the biggest part of this team's construction. He can't just sit at those games peacefully. You know, Sometimes you may have to get some fire Leon Rose chants going. Let people know, like, yeah, we see you. We see you in the crowd. You don't attack them, but let them know. Let them know. Knicks fans are watching. We're not stupid. We're New Yorkers. You can't con us. We con you. You know what I mean? We pull the conning. We know con. We know con artists when we see them. You can't speak the BS in here. Pardon me, almost. But you can't speak the BS to us fans. You can't, Tibbs. You can't have these post game conferences and like for the crowd chanted to you one game to play Obi and you didn't. You can't have post and you went on to lose but you can't have post game conferences and they ask you why didn't you go with this guy and you sit here, well, he's a better player, he works hard, practice, and I felt like we had a better chance. You can't post stuff like that, Tibbs. You can't do stuff like that, yo. Fans are not stupid. I'm sorry. Like me after losing, I can't hear nobody speak. I don't want to hear no one speak to me for a while. I just take losing personal. So of course, the team that I'm invested in, I don't want to hear none of their BS after the game. Like shut up. You know, Tibbs. Let me hear you say, that was on me. Don't sit here and say, well, if we run plays right, don't sit here with that, Tibbs. Just say it was you. Say I have to be a better coach. That's all. I have to do better things. Don't sit here and act like what you're doing is right. And it's one thing that you think your rotations and what you do is right, your philosophies and your coaching ideologies are right. But it's another thing to be so confident about it when the results are in front of you. The results are you losing. You're losing. It's not like you're winning. You're losing, Tibbs. You know. Cut the nonsense, yo. Oh man, it's disgusting. We're a mansion built on sand. Fire Leon Rose and sell the team Dolan. Yeah, I agree with all of that, man. I know the team's not gonna get sold, but I agree with it, man. Dolan's not selling the team. And if Dolan was to sell the team, I guess it's safe to say anybody would say they would trust the new owner over Dolan. Tibbs should just admit he doesn't deserve the job at this. I can agree, DSJ, and I wonder, like, you know, I want Tibbs to get put to that point. Somebody ask him that question. I want that to come to the forefront. Can you coach this team? I just want to hear what he says because the record shows otherwise. You're a winning coach and you didn't win this season. I'm sorry, man. Sorry, man. I just can't. Man, I don't want to watch this band of bums again next season. Yeah, changes have to be made. All right, who's horses? What kind of guys are available? Oh man, I can tell y'all what I would have did with that money. I can tell y'all what I feel like the Knicks have plenty of money. I feel like they have no problem going over either. Why did they give a chunk of that to Fournier? I have no clue, man. I would have evenly distributed that. Like if you lost Bullock and you lost Payton, and I don't care about those two guys, because guys always say, oh, this why I miss Reggie Bullock and all this stuff. Reggie Bullock is so easy to replace, but that's the problem. We didn't replace him until midway through the season. We got his replacement, which was Reddish. You know what I mean? Cam Reddish is that's that man's replacement. longer, more athletic wing, you know, and can also get you on the other end, can score on you, and he'll drive to that basket too. Like we need a guy like that can get to the line, drive, you know. And I know Tibbs was actually taking a liking to him. He may not admit it, which is kind of a chump move on his end. He's not going to admit that he likes Cam. He'll be, how he feels about Cam. Oh, he used to work hard. He's a younger player that has to work hard in practice and he'll get plates. Come on, man. Like, come on. Us fans see something different. Now, us fans are not the coaches, granted, but come on, man. We're not stupid, Tibbs. Like, cut the nonsense out, man. I don't want to watch salute Will Sorkin again, by the way, but I don't want to watch these band of bums again either. I can't watch that, man. I don't even like after New Year's. After New Year's, I didn't watch too many games. You know, I know once I see the playoffs get out of reach, I usually stop watching, and I do that every season. Every season, I stop watching. It's nothing to rush home for. It's like it's only thing I look forward to is when I find out the direction of this team. Most teams know their direction already. They picked it already. What is ours? Leon Rose messed up big time. Big time, man. Big time. I think we can trade Evan. Nah, Cam got to start. I can agree with you. However, I'm sure I don't know. I'm sure they would probably. If they trade Evan, it's probably mutual. It's probably mutual. They'll probably ask him if he wants to go to a contender or something. Who knows? Unless they just up and trade him at whatever trade they find good. But I don't know if I trust Leon Rose to get these things done. I really don't know. I don't know. I think we could. Yeah, I really don't know, man. I don't know if we trade Evan. I don't know if Leon Rose goes to Tibbs and wants Tibbs to give him the nod and ask him, hey, can we trade this guy or what? And Tibbs pulls out his numbers instead of actual impact. I don't know if he pulls his numbers out, his analytics, and say, oh well, this guy averages this. And don't get me wrong, Fournier is like third, I think, in the league in 3 points, in 3-pointers. I don't know if it's 3-pointers made or 3-point percentage. I really don't know, but he's third in the league, and I think he broke. Did he break Stark's record yet? I gotta look again. I'm sorry, I gotta look. But me personally, I don't have a problem with Fournier. I don't have a problem. Fournier, he can't play defense, but the man can light up, and he lit us up so many times. It's the team we have constructed. It's just a bad fit. I don't think we can pull off a deal. That's the thing. So I don't even get excited for these things. I don't even know if we have a chance to pull off a deal. I really don't know. That's why I try to look forward to drafts, seeing the youngins play and things of that sort. I try to look forward to things like that. But it's like, come on, man. Take these glasses off. My eyes hurt a little bit. Yeah, man, it's depressing. Yeah, it's depressing. What's more depressing is, sometimes you got to know when to throw in the white flag and surrender. And I'm not even going to get these playoff hopes up. Yeah, because I seen what happened all season. I didn't see a glimmer of hope in this team. So, Gourmet, Fournier, well, as you said, I don't trust the front office to get us what we need. I don't do it. As a matter of fact, BSJ, I trust the front office to get desperate. I trust them to get very desperate and do a move they shouldn't do. That's what I see the front office pulling off. I don't see them making a timely move. I know they thought Kemba was a timely move because we needed a point guard, and all the fans were on edge about one. You drafted one, but it wasn't. He's a question mark, and we need a timely signing. I have a feeling they're gonna try Jalen Brunson, but I don't know. I know all these guys the Knicks have interest in. They just never get them, and if they get them, it's years late when they should have gotten them then. Jalen Brunson, watch us not get him now, but watch us get him in 4 years later. When he's I think he's 25, 26 now. He'll be 30 then, over the hill. Well, I'm not going to say over the hill. Some guys still got it. But by the time we get him, he'll probably be 30, 31 then. A shell of himself, and we'll think that, oh, we made a good move. We'll get him. Yeah, that's what'll happen. We'll get him just late. Instead of getting him now at 26, 25, where I don't know if he reached his peak yet. I don't know, but the guy's a bucket getter. He gives me I see him as more of a better Mike Conley, probably because he's lefty. He's tough. He's tough. He gets into the paint. He's tough. He can score. He can shoot. Not bad at getting into the paint. I like him, man. I like Jay Brunson, man. I hope. But yeah, again, I don't trust the front office. These deals, these moves, I don't know, man. And we gotta not act like it's okay. Tanking. Let me tell you, tanking is not our friend either. So I don't want no one to think that that tanking is how we're gonna get a top pick. We got diffs already in that department. Do the Knicks need a top pick? Yes. Yes, they do. We do need one. But we don't. We have to. Sometimes, I don't know if other teams. I'm sure other teams do tank. I don't know, but we have to just fall. It has to just fall into our laps, and we have to not ruin it. We have to not ruin it. We have to see. Knicks would be the ones to just be the only team to mess that up. Having the number one pick. You know what I was thinking about today, y'all? I was thinking about Cat, Karl Anthony Towns. I was thinking about him, man. I would not mind him here. I don't think I would mind Cat here. However, of course, changes got to be made. Got to get rid of some other guys, but I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna let that problem sit where it sits. This team, though, we have to pick a direction. We got to pick one, but it's only 12 games left. At least let the fans give the fans something to have a takeaway from. Give the fans a takeaway, a positive takeaway. Like, okay, we had a bad season, but the youngins played good at the end. I see what we have in this player. I will say I'm happy Grimes is back. I'm not gonna lie, I missed him. I missed Grimes. So, I'm happy he's finally back on the court. That's good to see. I thought, an injury like what he had with the knee, you'd have thought he was done. But it's good that the young dude is back, man. So happy for Grimes in that regard. I'm happy IQ's been playing well. Coming out of that shooting slump, getting better with his decisions. I don't know why it took him so long. I don't think he has to be nervous about anything. Maybe he's just missing shots, but I'm happy to see him coming along well. Happy to see things going well for him. I like Quickly, but some things he does makes me want to punch the TV. I hope Cam is, I wish he got to finish out the season with us. I enjoyed seeing Cam play. I really did. I enjoyed seeing Cam. He was, just the length, the arms, the wingspan. God, when you have guys like that in the lanes, it creates like people. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Of course, it doesn't show up on the stats unless it's a steal, but just the wingspan of certain players in those lanes when teams drive and they make passes and kickouts, and you have a guy, making it tougher for a pass to get off, for a guy to get around him, for a guy to put a shot up. It helps teams so much, man. So much. Nobody knows that. And when you don't have size, you have to run. And I don't think we have size like that. We really don't. Do we have some depth? Yes. We have depth. The problem is, it seems in Tibbs' case, the problem is we have young depth. And Tibbs ain't feeling it. Tibbs ain't feeling the young depth that we have, man. It's like, he'd rather dig into the G League. He'd rather dig into, his he'd rather dig into his candy bag for older candy. You know what I mean? Can't believe that was touched already. Okay, that ain't sound right. But Tibbs rather go into the G League for players that got some experience around the league, got things like that, man. It's a smack in the face to get Archie Diano when you have McBride sitting right there, man. And then you got the guy killing in the G League. Come on, man. Cut the BS. Let the kid play, man. The season's out of reach. Stop acting like you're that grandfather that doesn't want to let the kids go out and play. You have to babysit the kids, and you don't want to let the kids play. Stop acting like that mean grandfather Tibbs. Let the kids run, man. Come on, man. What do you say? What do you say? Does anybody feel like all the veterans should get traded? Anybody? Any point guards anybody wants? I hear De'Aaron Fox a lot. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe that talk might be quieted now. Who's out there? Lonzo Ball? That's out the way. Was it Brunson and who? Brogdon? Brogdon. Someone else? Is someone else I'm missing? I don't think we're gonna be able to. I don't think we're gonna get lucky to draft one. I don't want no. I don't know if there's anyone falling late in the draft. I gotta look again. Because the elite ones they drop pretty first. They drop first. Especially when they got that athletic first step. That's what teams want. Why is it so hard for us to get one? It's so hard for the Knicks to get that hot date that we need, that long overdue hot date that we've been craving for. D'Angelo, salute, brother. This was BS again. Yeah, but it ain't nothing new, D'Angelo. Nothing new, nothing we ain't seen before, Nothing out of the ordinary tonight. Another team that came back and beat us when we had the momentum on them. Nothing ordinary. I don't watch these games no more, man. Am I still cheering for the team? Of course. Of course. I go on every show. Every time I see one of my fellow Knicks brothers on, I get on the show, man. I have to. I got to hear it. I got to hear if people feel the same as I do. Disgusted. Disgusted by the loss. What are we, 30 and 42? It's trash. I had us going. If I'm Cully Vegas, I had us at least 45, 46 wins, man. Somewhere in that ballpark. I didn't think we'd do outstanding. And shoot, we were 14 games below that. Well, now we are. Let's see how that plays out. But, oh, man. I owe my boy from Chicago $100. We bet. We bet on who had the better record, the Bulls or the Knicks. He gets that one. We got that one by a mile. So I got to send him his hundo in the Cash App. Oh, man. Knicks. And the thing is, I don't hate players when they come in here talking junk to us. I don't hate them. You know what I mean? It's a rival. Yeah, you want to beat them. But my thing is, you can't hate them. You got to hate the game. We have to be better. Knicks have to get better as a team. So we have to challenge teams. We have to be physical and attack teams. We have to be better. We can't let teams come in here. It's like teams come in here, and just squat. They come to the Garden and they just squat. They kick their feet up and relax, like everything's all good. Like it's their arena. You know what I mean? Like it's their concert or something, like it's their show. And that's not the case. We're here. We should be here to ruin their party. If anything, not let them in at all. Not make them feel welcomed at all. The Garden's for us, not for other teams. Ain't no other team had a crowd like the Garden crowd in the playoffs. Ain't no other team had no crowd like that. Teams have loyal fans, yes. Ain't no teams get loud like that. None of these crowds get loud like that. My mistake, they do. But still, come on, man. Small market teams, their crowds get very loud. But come on, man. Come on. Oh my God. That's what makes me like teams right there. That's what makes me respect teams. When their crowds get wild and get real loud, I like it. Because it goes to show that the fans are behind their player. You gotta respect that. In New York, the thing is, we attack guys. One thing that we attack guys for is if you play soft. If we feel like you play soft and you're not putting up a fight, even if you have a bad game, if you're putting up a dog fight, New Yorkers will love you to death. People don't see that. New Yorkers will have your back to death. Sometimes the fans, like they say, sometimes the fans are the sixth man. Sometimes we're the sixth man. You know. Salute, Dripmore. How's it going, brother? Salute, salute. Welcome to the show. Um, yeah, we have our players back, man. Especially last year's playoffs, we did only to get kicked in the face. You know, it is what it is. Now this team, Atlanta, they what are they? They're 10th. Now they have a chance to play get in the play-in, maybe against Charlotte. I don't know, and maybe they could beat Charlotte. Who knows? I would hope Charlotte beats them. NYC respect dog. Yeah, exactly. We respect dogs, yo. That's what I'm saying. We respect the guys that don't lay down. If we feel like you laying down, that's why you get booed. Come on, nobody wants to see trash out there. And it's not even if you're a trash player. It's just play hard. That's it. Play hard, man. That's what the Knicks fans love. Hard players. You don't want no softies here, man. I'm surprised. I hate to say this on this platform, but I'm surprised. I know this sounds messed up. I'm not saying it should happen, but likely it's a chance it will in a few more games. I'm surprised I never heard any fire Tibbs chants yet. I'm surprised. And I'm surprised I haven't heard anything towards Randle so much. I think we did maybe one game or two after he, had the middle finger and the thumbs down. Maybe we did hear some type of chants. I don't recall, but I'm surprised Tibbs actually made it. Pardon. I'm surprised actually Tibbs made it this far without getting booed in the Garden. As much as the Garden hates what's going on. I feel like the Knicks fans of the Gardens are probably worse than what we get on the panel sometimes in the comments. Oh my eyes. Yes, the blue collar. Kaiser Soul, salute again. I wish we could go back in time and keep the Marcus Morris. It's funny because every time I think of dogs, like lately, I think of Marcus Morris, and he hit big shots for us. Marcus Morris hit some very big shots for the Knicks when he was here. That one on Porzingis. And Marcus Morris is not even an ISO guy. He could probably ISO. Well, he could probably take a few guys off the dribble. I will say he has the moves for it, but that's not who you look to do that. However, I'll give him his props though because he's came up big for every team he's played on. He was big for the Clippers, especially when they ran the small ball 5. Oh my eyes. Oh my goodness. He was pretty big for the Clippers when they ran the small ball 5, over there in LA. And I thought Tyronn Lue was a fool for that, and it worked. Shoot, it worked. You guys was winning until some injuries happened. He said trade Randle. It's funny because I remember when Marcus Morris was here one game, and I think it was a Bulls game. I think it was the Bulls, and we lost a close game to them. And Randle took the last shot, and Marcus Morris looked at him like he had 3 heads. Like, why would you take a shot like that? He was just pissed. That would have been a good guy to keep Randle in check because Randle's temper is out of control, and there's no one to check him. I wish the vets would, but I mean, I think the vets. I think they try, but they probably don't care. They probably like this guy. He acts like this. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not gonna slander the man, but I don't know. You need veterans to check that. Get in, and you need veterans to check that and get guys back to winning. Get guys back focused. I mean, this season we haven't been winning, so it is frustrating. But what is going on in the head of Randle? I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know. But I think it's just the league has schemed them. The league has found them out. The league has found out the Knicks. The league has found out everybody. League stacks on talent. They figure these things out. Ball moves better. People play better with Randle not playing. Kane Jerry, salute. I can honestly agree. They got out and ran. I think I've seen a few plays. Or actually more than a few, but they got out and ran. They ran, and guys, the energy looked different. I'm not gonna lie, it looked different out there. The ball moved. Defense was played. I don't know. Tibbs he's very bad at end game rotations. Very bad. Very bad. He kills momentum, and it's like he's in his own way. He kills that momentum with guys that he puts in and the timing of when he puts guys in. Why are you doing that? Why are you putting in a guy who's ineffective to his matchup? Why are you doing that? He's the only coach I know that fixes what's not broken. Like you don't, but then he doesn't. He takes the chance to fix what's broken too late, too little, too late. My goodness, I'm trying to figure this coach out. Man. I don't know the method to his madness. I don't know. I stopped caring. Now, if we was winning this year, I wouldn't even think about that. But but it's a losing year. I think all us Knicks fans are stuck trying to figure things out. It's hard not to figure out Randall besides doesn't have the elite attributes to overcome the defense. He's small, average. Yeah, well, Randall, Kaiser Souls, I figured him out already. Have it. I mean, he's a skilled power forward, but the man needs a point guard. But I figured him out. I figured him out too. He has an attitude. The man doesn't. He has to translate that to the court, but in a good way. You know, he's easy to get to. He gets taken out of his game, and that's it. It's over. And he is small. He is small. Well, he's small compared to the bigs, but he plays small at times. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Hold up, brother Ron. Hold up, stay back there. Yeah, play sometimes. Sometimes. Yes, my guy. How you doing, Ron? How's it going, brother?
Man. Color, I see you on here putting in work, man. Hey,
Man,
good commentary, man.
thank you.
Gotta give you your love, man. Show that love to you, man.
I
Uh,
appreciate you. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. You saw that game?
yeah, you know I watched that game, man. My frustration with this team is well documented as yours, as this whole fan base, man. Every time I say I'm done with them, what I mean, they keep drawing me back in. You know what I mean? Like Pookie on New Jack City, keep
Well,
calling me. The Knicks keep calling me. You know what I mean? But I say all in all tonight, um, ball moved well.
right,
Tibbs made me go crazy again tonight.
mm,
Evan Fournier didn't have it going early on, and you knew he didn't have it going on early on.
right.
Why he had Grimes sitting on the bench? I was trying to just sit there. I'm like, why you got Grimes sitting when
Right.
this is clearly a night where Fournier doesn't have it? And Fournier was doing something even uncharacteristic. He turned the ball over a lot tonight too. So when I looked at that, I was like, he don't have it tonight. Go to somebody else in your lineup. And I don't think he trusts Quickly enough tonight. You know what I mean? Look how long he put Quickly on the bench and let Quickly ride. It was a lot of questionable stuff.
Right. Just like he did that other game. The last game was against the Jazz. He took him out.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense to me. And then I see Deuce, my man Deuce is loose. Shoot a three in the corner, was playing solid defense. Of course, Trey Young gonna cook everybody. You know what I mean? Any stop against him is a win. But I thought he did his
Right.
thing, he looked, and I'm gonna tell you about Deuce tonight. What I saw where the G League is transferring. And what I
Mhm.
mean by that, you notice how he was handling the ball?
Right.
He had a different bounce to himself tonight.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so and it might have been for the fact that hey, Julius is out. My role going, I got an opportunity to play tonight. And he would try to make the best of it. But Fournier in that game, as long as he did, Fournier could, man, Bogdanovich was cooking him, Herter was cooking him. And I was just like, and then RJ disappeared in the second half, but it ain't surprising because he carried the team in the first half. You know what
Right.
I mean? But somebody else needed to step up. And Tom took Quickly out. I thought Quickly might have been the guy to step up. Burks played good tonight, but there's only so much you can ask from Burks, man. All these guys playing out of position. Cully, I thought about this, man. The New York Knicks is truly one player away. And I said this there, like, there's a lot the Knicks need. But when I think about it, if the Knicks had a pure number one, I mean that bucket go getter, that guy that strike fear in the hearts of other teams. And just for the sake of talking about it, let's say LeBron was on this team.
Mm-hmm.
All these other guys could be able to play their role.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
it's interesting how one position can throw everything off. That point guard position being not addressed is throwing everything off. And even if you had, let's say, KD on this team, KD on this team tonight, we win this game.
Yeah, he's impactful.
Yeah. Somebody you gotta account for. Somebody who ain't one dimensional. And I love RJ, but RJ don't have a good consistent jump shot. It
Right,
is what it is. He's consistent at going to the basket.
right,
And I love that about him. He's attacking.
right,
But until he get a jump shot, teams are going to continue to play him this way.
right.
That's the next evolution in this game. He got to get a jump shot, consistent. And I ain't talking about no three-point shot, because DeMar DeRozan showing you that the mid-range game ain't dead.
Yeah, the mid range is like a jab. That's what Jamal Crawford says. So it's like a jab in boxing, man. Keeps you honest.
Mm-hmm.
You can hit that shot, man, because you can work around that shot so much. And no, Amal Fuller, he ain't say KD was coming through the door. No,
You got to pay attention to what I just said. Go back and go ahead and tell him what I just said, Cully.
Nah, man, he just said KD is impactful, man. As you can see, KD, he just high IQ superstar, man. He knows when to give that ball up. He motivates his guys. You can see it on it. He draws. The man draws attention.
Yeah, not that I'm looking for a KD, but if you got a player like what I'm saying is if the Knicks had an impactful, a clear number one on this team. I mean, think about it. If you had a Steph Curry on this team, even a guy that Damian Lillard, we know about him. But you got a guy that strikes fear, it makes life a whole lot easier for everybody else. Right. And the Knicks don't have. Let's be real. There's nobody on this team when we look at this Knicks team that strike fear in anybody.
No.
We got some good players. We got some good pieces. But nobody, even Julius Randle. Julius Randle don't strike no fear in nobody, huh?
Nah. And this was the year that showed it. This year, they probably looking at him like, they probably like, I'm tired of talking about him. That's probably what a lot of
and let's see, I'll go even one further. Even if you had a Kyrie on this team. As much as I don't care for him and his antics, or if you had a Tatum, you threw a Tatum on this lineup.
Oh man,
the New York Knicks will be a problem because you got to account for him. He's gonna command a double team because you're gonna try to get the ball out of his hand. You don't want him to kill you.
I can say the same with his boy, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, Brown.
Yeah,
I like him too. But the thing is, the Knicks don't have that.
We don't have the closest thing we have to that is D Rose, and that's not saying much.
Exactly. He just ain't dependable because of the injuries.
Yeah,
but the skill set is there.
You say again?
I said, but the skill set is there, but it's just the injuries.
The skill set is there. Yeah, it's just with him, a guy like him, you need a fully constructed team, and he's a good piece to that team. He's not a guy, of course, you depend on though. You see it happen around the league, but we're not.
Yeah, and even Nudie just brought up Paul George. He another one.
Paul George.
And any given night, he can go off on you, and he gonna get you 20 plus a night. And when I think about players that are impactful, I'm talking about players that are 3-level scorers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No one-trick pony. The Knicks got a bunch of one-trick ponies on this team, offensively.
We don't have nobody impact. You see, Paul George. That man Kawhi went out. Paul George I think they went on to win 4 straight, if I'm not mistaken, against the Jazz. Well, that was last year's playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They didn't miss a beat.
They didn't miss a beat. Because he'd been in that position before where he led teams. So, he knows what it's like to lead a team. He told them boys, "Yo, get on my back. We're going. We're still going to win. We're still going to ride this thing out." And they barely.
I'm gonna tell you, I thought about something today, and I said it on Freezer Show. I don't know if you heard me when I was on Knicks Morning Drive this morning, man. This is what dawned on me, Cully, and I want to know your opinion on this. Man, everybody talking about who we gonna draft, right? I'm gonna tell you what hit me like a ton of bricks today, man. People on here now heard me today. That heard me, they know exactly what I'm getting ready to say. The New York Knicks, I won't be surprised if we don't get a top 3 pick, top 5 pick. I won't be surprised if they trade this pick, man. And I'm going to tell you why. You know why I think they're going to trade it?
Why?
It's because we kept Tom Thibodeau.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The fact that Tom ain't sitting around and waiting on no player to develop.
Right.
This guy almost 70 years old. He's trying to win. The clock is ticking on it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't expect them to go out and do what needs to be done, and that is thinking for the future. I think because of the fact that they bringing Tom back, they don't say they're going to bring him back.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to try to give him everything it takes for him to win his way.
They're going to try
his way. They're going to go all out and try to get good free agents which they should have done this year, and that's why we're suffering this year.
Yeah, that's why
because they didn't pull the trigger and get guys like DeRozan. They didn't go out and get Alonzo Ball. They didn't go out and get a guy like a Covington. You know, these guys that's proven baller. Heck, we didn't go out and get a Kyle Lowry. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I wanted, right?
Oh, I wanted, I was yelling Kyle Lowry big time. But
yeah.
this is the thing. Tibbs coming back here. Tibbs ain't signing off for us to go get no rookie, man. Unless we get that number. I'm saying top 3, no lower than top 5. I think if we get anything under 5, they're going to trade that pick. And they're going to try to go after a bunch of veteran players to try to win. Because let's face it, it ain't just Tom head on the block. Leon head on the block too. Because remember the article came out said Dolan gave him the green light to keep trade Tom. So what that telling you right there, the fact that this man ain't telling you no, the article didn't come out and say, hey, keep Tom. It said, I'm giving you the right to either get rid of him or keep him. Dolan already got his mind made up on what needs to be done.
Right.
So if Leon is smart, and I got this coach that ain't a developmental coach, I'm going to go ahead, because at this point it's self-preservation. Your boy done ran upstairs and tried to talk to Dolan to get Tibbs fired. So what I'm going to do, hey, they're looking at us. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do everything in my power for me, because if he loses his job, he ain't getting another front office job. Tibbs ain't getting another coaching job.
Right, that's it, man.
So both of these guys, it's desperation time. They're not going after no young. And that thing hit me like a ton of bricks, because I said everybody talking about the New York Knicks doing this and getting this draft and this player. And this is the thing we know. Why, we always kept saying, like, people in the media say, and even fans, why we keep changing coaches, why we keep changing coaches. You know why? Because the Knicks ain't had a point guard since Stephon Marbury, really. When you got a point guard, your point guard keep coaches jobs. When you don't have, when they get your coaches fired, just like a quarterback in the NFL.
Right, they save that job.
Yeah.
You know what, Ron? I've been thinking about that the whole week. I've been thinking the Knicks are they're gonna get desperate and they're gonna make the move. Like you said, with that trade, they're probably gonna trade it for a vet. It's probably gonna be. I keep thinking of guys too. I actually keep thinking of guys. I'm thinking of Westbrook. They might get desperate and say, "Oh, we need a point guard. Let's go get Westbrook." They might get desperate.
I got a feeling they may go after Sexton.
I'm okay with Sexton.
Me too. I was yelling him last year too. I like him.
Yeah.
Because you need a bona fide scorer. And, and he would be the closest thing to a number 1 on this. If the ball in his hand, he would be the closest thing to a number 1 on this team.
I'm okay with him taking the last shot.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not afraid to.
Yeah, and that's what you need.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with him attacking. I don't care. We'll put the ball in his hands. We'll take it from there. But
they definitely going after a veteran, man. And the thing is, if you look at Miami, right? Like I said, man, this is a phrase I always like to use, man. And it's like I said, life lessons are learned from the things you go through. Either you learn from your lessons or the things others do. And being that as it may, when you look at Miami shows you how to build a team with going after veterans. Because if you think about it, Miami draft some young players here and there, but for the most part, they go and get them veterans that are proven in this league that show that they can do it. And now I'm hearing that they after Bradley Beal, and they're saying that they can put together a compelling package to get Bradley Beal.
They're trying to. Miami's trying to get Bradley Beal.
Yeah, they're saying that they got a package together that they can go get Bradley Beal right now.
That one I didn't hear yet. I didn't hear that one yet. I'm just telling Freezy we got some guys backstage. All right. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you what. My man Kaiser So said, shout out to Kaiser. Say we talking about Sexton. I tell you what, Sexton at the point to be better than any point on this team right now.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody can dispute that.
I'm okay with Sexton right now, man. I mean, because there's not much you have to think about not only do you think about the market, you think about the point guards out there. There's not many. We're not getting no Chris Paul-esque type of point guards.
And don't talk to me about Brunson neither. He don't do it for me.
Yeah,
he don't do it for me, man.
I actually like Brunson, man, but I don't know. It's like I don't know what DeMond. I don't know the direction of this team. Like I don't know anymore.
And that's another thing, man. I don't trust the front office, man.
I don't trust.
We all know we need a point guard so bad, but Cully, I'm afraid that they ain't gonna even draft the point guard, even if the Knicks got the number 1 draft pick, man. I ain't even 100% sure that they'll draft a point guard.
Right.
That's crazy.
I don't think so either. I don't think so. I'm trying to figure out what position they will draft. Are they going to get a wing? I feel like I fear that they're going to get desperate and get a big man. I feel like the Knicks might go in that direction again.
Yeah, because if they lose Mitch,
yeah,
I think Mitch is gone. Mitch is with Rich Paul, man.
So
and Rich trying to get that bag for him.
You're gonna test that.
We've been stealing production for the man for 4 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hey, it's time to pay him. But somebody asked a question about would you pay Mitch 15? I think his market they say is what, 13 or 14?
Yeah, it was about. I thought it was 14 for him. Was it 14 for 48 mil, 4 years? I don't remember.
I'm giving Mitch that 14. I'm giving that to him because Mitch affect he. As sorry as the Knicks are, and I'm recognizing this as a Knicks fan, we're sorry. Mitchell Robinson don't need a point guard to be effective.
Right.
You imagine if you got this kid a point guard, Mitchell Robinson will have 3 or 4 lobs a night.
Right.
8 points easy, just off lobs.
You ain't got to worry about the rebounds
because he's gonna do that.
Yeah, you got to worry about that.
G Money, what's going on with your partner?
Salute, what's going on? How you guys doing?
Boy, you looking like new money. Look like you just got a fresh one, boy. Look at you just got a fresh one.
Yes, sir. Fresh cut, awesome, beautiful. You guys look great.
Hey man, the season coming to an end, man. I'm getting happy because we can get in the next season. I'm gonna be happy when we back at 0. You know what I mean? Let us start this thing. Get ready for next season, man.
Same here, man. Same here.
This has been a nightmare on Nick Street.
Tell me about it. And Ice Tray and Bogey pretty much closed the door on TNT. I never felt we were going to win this game. Even when we were up by 10, I'm like, I never felt it. I said, if the Hawks stay close, they had that bad man.
They got a closer that we don't have.
And Bogey hit clutch streaks and Hunter.
Yeah.
And what's deadly about Trey, not only can he be the closer, which what
he can pass too.
Yeah, not only can he be the closer, which what he did to Taj, with that, but
oh my goodness,
he can find a man, an open man. We don't have that guy commanded.
Yeah, he can be the decoy.
Hey, that was elder abuse, man. That was elder abuse he did on Taj, man. That wasn't right, man. That was elder.
He said, "Go in the household, man. Go back home, man."
What's up, soul figure?
What's going down? What's happening, fellas?
Man.
Just want the next 10 games to just go by so quickly, just end the season. The season, yeah.
It makes me so sad, man.
G Money, how you feel about Tom Thibodeau, man? Do you think the Knicks should bring him back?
This is just me. I will try again next year for Tom. I will not fire him now. I'll try again next year and try to revamp the roster and see what he does next year.
Get him the horse.
If we're bad next year, then you can let go of Tom. But I'll try to keep Tom now, see what he does next year, see how it goes. But I do agree that Tom Thibodeau he's a good coach, but sometimes his stubbornness and sometimes his lack of, let's say he's clueless sometimes, okay? Why will you take out Obi Toppin and put in Taj?
When Obi was having a pretty good game, too.
Mm-hmm.
Obi had about 10 points, didn't he? But
10 points. He was showing energy, rim running. Yes, he needs an offensive game. Yes, Obi needs to get a jump shot and needs to play defense. But Obi Toppin's a good player. He'll learn.
He's a hustle player.
He's a hustle player.
None of that on this team.
Nope. Last year's team was like a safe haven. Last year's team, every game they hustled. This year's team, it's like you expect the worst. Even when they were up by double digits, I never thought we were going to win this game because it's like the Hawks just have more outside shooting. For me, I would not fire Thibodeau yet, but I will say this: if this crap happens next year, then I'll let him go. How
long you rock with him? If you see the same thing.
Till next year, I'll see what he does next year.
You let him sit. You let him work the whole season.
Half the season, the whole season, how it goes.
So basically you giving them a litmus test until the All-Star break.
Right. Because I don't want to fire. Yes, I know Tom Thibodeau has been terrible this year. He has, but Tom did win Coach of the Year, help turn around the franchise. I cannot ignore that. So that's why I want to give him another season, see what he does before I really, really judge him.
So I got to ask you this one. Julius Randle, the elephant in Madison Square Garden.
Whew.
What you doing with him?
Man.
Don't lead with your heart.
Hey, see, Ron, you got G Money. Hey, hey, I hadn't seen him make that face in a while. Cause he
I ain't never seen G Money like that.
I had never seen
Man,
go deep in
I
talk
like
like
Randall, but at the same time, man, if we can get a player that's better than Randall, I would consider trading him. I like Randall. Randall's a good player, but his attitude this season, he's not been a leader like he was last year in the regular season. In the regular season, he was a leader in the regular season. This year, he's been pouting. He's not accountable. He quits too much. He's not willing to listen. He complains to the fans. He's been more pig-headed. I should say big-headed ever since the contract. So to me, I will try to get the best offer for Randall if you can for a player that's better than him. If you can't get an offer for Randall, get a point guard to build around Randall. So number one, I'll see what offer you can get for Randall. See a player that's better than him. If somehow no one wants him, then get a point guard to help him out.
So I keep hearing people say nobody will take him. Somebody will take him because it's 2010 and 5. And somebody will say, you know what? He ain't in the Garden, and New York is a pressure cooker. Many have come, many have failed. I'm gonna tell you this about Randall G Money.
Mm-hmm.
And Soulfinger gonna laugh when he hears these words. Or he gonna be like, "Wow, you really serious?"
I know what you're about to say.
There's something called an Article 15. Guys that's been in the military, they know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Randall would have got a lot of Article 15s, man. What I mean by that's where they give you. That's where in the military, man.
Right.
They had you behind doing extra duty. They fine you, take some of your money for like a month and a half, and they bust your rank. They bust you down because you're not following orders. You ain't playing. You ain't being a part of the team. Basically, you are what we call a rogue soldier. And when I look at Randall, man, this season screams. If he was in the military, man, that dude would have got a lot of Article 15s, man. They might have even kicked him out.
Oh no, he would have got.
He whines too
much.
much.
Out of the military.
He whines too much.
And so I knew you was gonna laugh, Soulfinger, when I said those words.
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, he's that cat that would have been filling up a lot of sandbags and digging a lot of post holes.
A lot of extra duty. He'd have been doing a lot of extra duty work.
Hey, 45 all day.
Oh yeah.
You see, he's been fined 130 grand this season.
That's a lot of money, man. That's more than some people's yearly salary. And for what? For foolishness. And the game stuff too. When the game is out of hand, he get this situation. But I tell you this, Randall, I'm gonna do Randall a favor, right? You know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the season? Randall ain't playing again this season.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
I'm sending him somewhere. Hey man, go get some rest and relaxation. I'm gonna put you on the Kimba retreat. On the first day smoking the Acapulco. I'm gonna get you up out of here and I'm gonna save you from yourself. Because that's where we at with him. You can't trust Randall actions right now.
True.
He's like the Riddler.
That's why I would probably trade him now.
I
would try to trade him first.
Dolan got to get that man on one of them private jets, man, and get him on a vacay or something, man.
I mean something, but this is the thing you're talking about trading him. My concern about trading him is we're not going to just be able to get trade him and get something. We're going to have to attach an asset for somebody to take him.
I don't know though. So a lot of people say, man, but 2010 and 5 going the right place where he can go to a small market and he ain't got them eyes on him like New York City. 2010 and 5 is gonna look real good someplace else.
You can go to a Toronto or Miami and come off the bench, maybe. I don't know how much he makes a lot. He might have to start, right?
He can go down there to OKC.
Well, see, this is the thing though. You think about it. All the they got all these antics on him. losing his temper and all like that, and nutting up, and then his contract. You trying to get rid of him, especially if you talking about an organization that we may be able to pull a piece that we can use. They're gonna try to fleece us more so because you unloading a former All-Star and a previous most improved player, but he's got all this other stuff. So you see he's been damaged. He's mentally damaged right now. Whatever's going on with him, they're gonna want something. Which no, we're not gonna just take him. I want to get this because the thing is the Knicks are always trying to get back assets as in trade draft picks. We would have to attach a draft pick for somebody to take that man because of the other stuff. That's all good, but for us to get rid of him, I just got a fear. That's just the fear I have.
Well, it might be another route they go.
Right.
They might make a trade with you, but then they might attach a player that's out of their rotation.
Right.
That we take off their hand for them taking Randle. Instead of us having to throw a pick in there. It could be that route.
I would hope so.
Because Randall's
it's not that
contract,
I want to see that.
That's still a good contract. That's not a max level contract Randle got.
Oh, it's not at all. Because he's being paid. They're paying him right. But the thing
let's be
is,
real, man. Everybody knows what the thing everybody like to say about playing in New York. Dysfunctional franchise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might sympathize with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's always somebody that feel like they can fix a player.
That's true, brother. Yeah, so.
And 2010 and 5, I don't care what nobody says, it still look good. 2010 and 5, if you didn't know, if I told you there's a player in the league that's averaging 2010 and 5, and I didn't tell you who that player is,
I'd be like, jump on him.
And you and a team in need.
Hey, Ron,
you would want to jump on him.
I think analytics is what made the Knicks get Fournier, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely.
And offense. They wanted offense, and Fournier has been inconsistent.
I actually like him, man, but he's just not the right fit. I actually like Fournier.
He's not the right fit.
Yeah,
he's
at the wrong point in time with us, man.
Yeah, wrong point.
He's a player that you need on a contending championship team, and he can get you over the hump. He's somebody that not so much as get you over the hump, but he's another marksman. He's another shooter.
Right, a marksman that can do a little bit more. Probably put it on the deck, maybe get a nice layup or drive, do a little small drive and kick out, make an extra pass.
Yeah, you just don't look for him to play in the defense. Don't look for him to play in the defense because, like I said, he can't stop traffic with a stop sign.
Contending teams will look to exploit him in the playoff series, but I can see him hitting the big bucket on a playoff team. It's just that we're just not that team, man. I don't know if Knicks are gonna try to move him or what. I really do not know. I don't know his future either. I like him though, but hey.
And there's another thing we got to think about with Randle too. And I gotta admit it because we're gonna be 100% transparent. One thing I ain't gonna do, I ain't gonna fluff and I ain't gonna make up stuff. I'm gonna just call it like I see it, and I'm gonna call it for what it is. Randle being asked to do something that Randle shouldn't be doing.
Right.
Period. And he's still giving you 20, 10, and 5. So if you got a proper a coach that's gonna properly utilize him the right way, take the ball out of his hand, get him on the box. Let him post up down there. Let him use his mid-range jump shot and extend that thing out to the three-point line. But you take the ball out of his hands because Randle's biggest problem is when Randle is trying to be the point guard.
Yeah.
And we all know that.
Exactly.
That's
his biggest problem. But Tibbs keeps doing it.
That's true.
Well, he puts the players in position. He puts them in position not to succeed.
There's no free-flowing offense. Just a bunch of hero ball and iso ball.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, guys, go ahead, do what you want on offense. But I'm gonna get on you for defense, but do what you want, have fun. It's like that. He's too laissez-faire on offense. You know what I mean?
Man, I got to be 100% fair, man. If we gonna kill players, man, when players ain't doing the right thing, we got to be 100% true to it too, man. And it's a lot. It's a lot. This front office ain't absorbing this thing neither, man. Because if you, like I said, man, when we came off of that 4th seed, and nobody expected us to be there, that tell you that, hey, this team is ahead of schedule. And we all said it last year. We were ahead of schedule. Right. So guess what you do when you had all that money in them picks? Man, I'm going out there and I'm going to go out there and get some Ferraris. I'm not going out there and get no Ford Escort.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm going to get some high-level NBA players that been there and done that. They may not win a championship, but guess what? These guys been in high leverage playoff games. I'm gonna get a DeRozan because DeRozan, the only reason why he never got to a finals is because of that bad man LeBron James.
It wasn't just LeBron. It's also Paul Pierce. Chuck. It wasn't just LeBron. Chuck 2014-15. It was Paul Pierce too. Paul Pierce killed
But
the
it was
Raptors
mostly
at times.
LeBron. LeBron
Yes,
stopped
I
him.
know it's LeBron, but it was also Paul Pierce. It
Oh, yeah,
wasn't just him.
Paul Pierce had a little thing in there too, but anybody know it. You can't knock DeRozan because he couldn't get past LeBron. That's the point I'm trying to
But
make.
getting swept in 2018.
You know what I mean? LeBron gonna stop a lot of people, man. Especially a young LeBron. Come on, man.
I mean, I understand that, but getting swept in 2018, I cannot defend that. As the number 1 seed, I cannot defend that.
Well, that was smoke and mirrors too.
Yeah,
You knew they wasn't the true number 1 over no LeBron team.
them
You
guys
knew that.
they froze up when LeBron came into town.
That was just a team that had been together for a long time.
Kyrie, not a lot of teams was getting past. I'm not gonna lie.
No, you ain't getting
No,
past
Kyrie
that.
wasn't there in 2018. He was with Boston. At the time.
He just got traded. But who they have? Kevin Love, was he still there?
Kevin
Yeah,
Love,
they still
Jared
have Kevin
Smith,
Love.
Jordan Clarkson, Rodney Hood. Yeah.
Jordan Clarkson. Oh man, I forgot about him. I forgot they had that. I'm not gonna say average team because they got to the finals, but they just had that team that I don't know. It was a weird construct. It was a weird.
No, my point I'm saying is yes, we all know LeBron was a Raptor killer, but I'm saying that it wasn't just him though. Also, Paul Pierce was having big games against the Raptors too. Check 2015, check 2014 also.
Yeah.
But the thing is with DeRozan, though, what you got to look at, DeRozan got to be on a team, man. I love him. I love his game. The thing is with him is when he's on a team, you don't have to worry about him being that guy. And that's the thing. In Toronto, they wanted him to be the guy off of Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry was never supposed to be that dude over DeRozan.
True.
So the thing, what I'm saying is that situation in Chicago, I'm not looking for Chicago. If Chicago can be healthy going into the playoffs, DeRozan with Vukovic and Lonzo and what they got, that team will get out of the first round.
It depends who they see. It depends. If they play like a Boston or Philly or Milwaukee, I don't see it though.
I think that they could beat Boston. I don't know. Boston.
I mean, they can, but doesn't mean they will. There's a difference. It can happen, doesn't mean it will happen. There's a difference.
I would put them beating Boston more so than the Bucks.
I think the depth. They have the depth for Boston.
And here's the thing: we haven't seen Levine and Lonzo in the playoffs. We haven't seen them in the playoffs yet. DeRozan,
both them guys hungry though.
No, but Lonzo's a good defender, and that causes matchup nightmares. And Caruso, them two guys in the
Caruso's been there before,
especially when the game slow down in the playoffs too.
And he's athletic too.
It could be a pretty nightmare. That hustle they got, and that little bit of athleticism, they're pretty feisty, man. That makes up.
True.
And the thing Chicago got a closer, man. DeRozan is a closer.
I just got to see in the playoffs.
And Levine. Both them guys are closers. And I don't want neither one of them guys taking the last shot against the Knicks. I don't want neither one taking the last shot, man. If the game is tied and they're taking the last shot, my hands might get a little wet, man. I'm just being honest, man. Them guys, the thing about them guys can get their own basket just about on anybody in this league, man.
Especially at the mid-range.
And that's the thing that the Knicks don't have. That's the thing we don't have. We don't have a guy that can go, you put it in his hand and tell everybody just get out of the way.
Yeah, we don't have a guy that you can say.
Derrick Rose is the closest thing, and Derrick Rose at this point
resemblance, right?
Is you know what I mean, at the end more so at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yep, and that says a lot. If Derrick Rose is our closest, that says a lot.
Yeah.
And the Bulls, they don't have.
Troy Fleet said DeRozan is a choker. We'll see this year.
Oh, we know. Yeah, well, we'll see this year.
We know what he's done in the past.
We had.
And history can be rewritten.
The word could, will it? Time will tell. The word could.
Exactly. It looks when you look at it right now, and everybody got to admit, DeRozan ain't look like this. The way he's balling right now, he has never.
I mean, he has cooled off as of late. I like DeRozan. DeRozan started off hot, but he has cooled off as of late.
He's been on a long run of 30+.
But that was at the time. That was like a long time ago. He has cooled off as of late. You have to be honest.
He did 40+ in that 2016 season.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
so we gonna see, man. But yeah, I don't want neither one of them guys taking the last shot, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be playoffs. Gonna be good this year.
Yeah,
Too bad-
it's. I tell you what, yo, I'm gonna tell you. I told Sobing that he know where my heart at, man. So far as that front office situation. Let's talk about that front office, man.
Oh man.
I'm telling y'all right now, man. I don't care what Dolan got to do. Go beg, crawl, steal. Go do what you got to do, man. Go call OKC.
And get that boy Shea.
Go get that front office guy.
Oh, Presti.
Sam Presti.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
really think you leave OKC though? I doubt it.
Hey, you know what though? How long he done been there, G Money? And one thing we know about guys in that kind of position, them guys love challenges, man. Them guys love being able to say they did something somebody else couldn't do. That
Well,
dude
the
come
Knicks-
to New York, I ain't questioning his ability to build a team. I know he gonna be aggressive. And right now we got a front office that is not aggressive. We like shopping at Kmart. On that blue
True.
light special.
No, Ron, you being
He's been there since
real nice.
2007.
That's not shopping at Kmart. That's going
But
to the Dollar
I'm
General.
gonna go one worse. I'm gonna go one worse for that. We like go digging in other people's trash can and find it cast off with this front office.
Mm-hmm.
Kimber Walker was in the trash can, thrown away. Evan Fournier was thrown away too, truth be told. Both of those guys Brad Stevens had last year, and he let both of them get out of the bill.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, he sent down there to OKC. The first move he made, shout out to Chuck Allen for that, by the way. So my thing is Sam Presti, we know he's aggressive. He ain't afraid to go take guys that's been bona fide ballers in other positions, get an asset and get them players. And you know what I mean? And let that thing build, man. I love Sam Presti, man. He to me is top notch. Sam Presti, of course, Pat Riley down there, Jerry West, Messiah Ujiri, not in any order. But those four guys, those are your top front office guys, man.
And that
And
goes.
it ain't funny. It ain't funny why them guys' teams play well. They
Right.
know what they're doing.
The guy from Golden State too. I take him.
Oh yeah. I can't forget about him. Bob Myers, he's another one.
Bob
Yeah,
Myers doing a good job.
Can't forget about him.
Also
And
Philly.
he was an agent too. That was the thing
And
about
Daryl
it.
Morey is another aggressive guy too.
Darren Morey. I mean, here's the thing: we'll just be shooting to hoist up a bunch of threes and analytics with Darren Morey. That's the thing, though. We just want Darren Morey, though.
But you know what I like about him, G Money? All them guys we just talked about, every last one of them guys we call, every last one are aggressive front office guys. Every last one. They don't sit back. Think about how aggressive your jury was. That
True.
dude was going basically, I think, in a contract year when he made that move to go get rid of players and got Kawhi over there and won a championship.
Kawhi, Danny Green, Marcus All, yeah.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? We need somebody aggressive, man. We in the city that never sleeps. And we got a front office that's asleep.
Mm-hmm. They asleep, man. They asleep.
Phil was asleep and this one was asleep.
They've been asleep since 2002. Yeah.
Yeah, since Phil.
Yeah.
2002. And 2002 on.
Yeah, we've been asleep, man. And the Knicks, man, hey, the fan base deserve better, man.
Yeah.
Heck, Mr. Dolan deserved better for the money he paying, man. These guys stealing money, man.
Yeah, man. They're not aggressive, man. They're too laid back, and I can't watch another deadline go by, and we need something to happen, and we can't get nothing done. Tired of seeing that, and then getting guys that we should have got that year, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Later. We get them like 4 or 5 years later when we should have got them then, and then they're a bad fit by the time we get them.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Man, you hit the nail on the head on that, color. I mean,
Remember we won in Fournier when we had Melo? Remember they was talking about it in those rumors?
Yeah.
That's when we should have got him.
We wanted we wanted a whole bunch of guys to just pair up with Melo. We just never could get a deal.
We wanted Larry at the time.
We wanted Kyle Lowry when he was.
And remember, at one point we wanted Kimber too.
One point we wanted Kimber. Never could get it done. I mean, they charged for Kimber. I will say at least he just didn't. He wasn't with it.
We got him late, man. We
got him late.
Man.
Well, it's just
we got him when he was the over the hill boxer, man, and then took too many shots.
Not the boogie.
We have a history of that,
from
though.
Charlotte, man. Damn.
I wish. No more. I love
Kimber.
He's not. It's not it.
I love Kimber Walker's skill set. Ain't the problem. Them doggone knees won't cooperate. Him and Derrick Rose in the same situation, man. Them guys got the skill. It's just that their body betraying them.
Body and age.
Yeah, man.
And then you throw the age in there, like they get that's like it's only but so much rehabbing is gonna do, man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
gotta use
man.
them in sparing minutes. You gotta use them maybe 20 minutes each a game. You can't use them 30. You can't use them 30.
I'm
Man.
gonna tell you what, my excitement for this Knicks team has everything to do with the young players, man.
That's it.
I'm at the point. I told Soulfinger this thing months ago. We talked on the phone, man. I told him. I said my excitement for the Knicks ain't about what we doing for this season, man. It's about allowing these. I don't care what happened with these young guys, G Money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm letting these young fellas play,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna let these young fellas make their mistakes, and I'm gonna let them do good, and I'm gonna just take the consequences. Like this loss tonight, I ain't even mad about this loss tonight.
I'm not. Yeah.
Because
I'm not
one thing
either.
I saw a team that played together as a team for one of the first times that I've seen all season. The ball was moving. We've had a few games like this. That ball moved all night pretty much.
You
It
notice
wasn't
the
no
pace
bunch
was
of
different.
ISO. And I like
True.
that.
The
That's
Rat Pack
encouraging.
did compete. True.
That's encouraging, man. And I
That's
saw that.
true.
And we got some good pieces. We got guys that are pieces to the puzzle. The problem is we need that piece. We need
Yeah,
that
but we
king.
got
But also, Ron, you know, you're talking about these young cats. Front office malpractice, coaching malpractice, and
Yes, sir.
you and I talked about this many a times. And what I'm about to say is, I'm not a Obi stan or whatever we want to say, but you can't really judge Obi's total game off 7 minutes. And the way he's
Gotta
playing
agree
right
with that.
now,
Yeah.
his development right now, he's severely behind. He's behind, man. He was never given enough time. You never work with him. Right now, Obi definitely needs a point guard. You saw the difference when he was in there with D Rose.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take the time to really develop him. Tibbs is not, I'm not going to say Tibbs is a bad coach. He's just not the right coach for this team. The team that
Good point.
Tibbs would be good coaching would be the Lakers.
Lakers. Yep. All the way.
You
Yeah,
know?
he need a veteran team.
You got all the
yeah,
guys.
straight up.
Here's the thing. Would LeBron listen to Tom Thibodeau?
Yeah, he would. He would listen to Tom.
Right.
Tom do got some hardware, be it on the bench with Doc Rivers. He would listen to Tom.
Yeah,
And for the fact when LeBron came, before LeBron came in this league, LeBron was watching the league at that time was Tom Thibodeau and them Bulls running the thing. And even him having to face them guys, you remember? When he was down there in Miami.
True.
He had to go up against Tom. So he gonna respect Tom.
Yeah, he know about Tom.
He gonna respect Tom.
But here's the
And plus
thing.
Tom gonna let you know what Tom gonna do with a veteran that know how to play?
Stay out the way.
That's
Good
what
point.
Tom does with them veterans. They let them do what they're gonna do.
Yeah, he just
And that's gonna make LeBron
trust.
happy.
It's all trust, Ron.
Yeah.
It's all trust.
He don't trust young players, man, but he only way he trusts the young players if they do something that just blow his socks off, where they just comes in there and they just lighten it up like how quickly did last year. That's how quickly gained his trust.
Right.
He wasn't scared. He came and he was shooting. You know what I mean? And making shots on one of the biggest stage in basketball.
Now you see it with Deuce.
You know, you see, you got a guy, any young player that's tentative, them ain't the guys that Tom gonna have patience for.
All right. Hey, what's up, Cully?
What's up, Freezy?
That's good.
Oh,
Hey, what's up,
cool.
fellas?
I just
Hey,
noticed.
you ready to wrap it up, boss?
All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got my thumb on the button right now.
Oh yeah, no problem. So let me just salute the guys. Salute the guys for showing up. Ron, G Money, Soulfig, I salute y'all. Thanks for coming on the
They're
panel.
my guys right there, man.
Kicking it with me.
Good to see you, G Money boy. You looking
Thank
good,
you.
boy. Keep up the good
man.
work. You look
G-Money
like
look-
you're trimming
Thank you.
down too.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Man, it's good seeing y'all. We're gonna kick it again. Many blessings. Salute the chat. I appreciate y'all for rocking out. Hit them likes. And ain't no party like a Knicks after party, man. We see y'all soon.
Boom.
Yes, sir.
All right,
All right,
y'all.
now be easy.
Freezy.
All right.
Man. Hit me whenever, Freezy. Thanks,
Yeah.
Freezy.
All right.